graduate school at Harvard, it was in clinical psych. I thought I wanted to be a therapist. And when I got there, I was appalled by the field of psychology. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, my understanding of the human world was shaped by, Tolstoy, Faulkner, Virginia Woolf, Jane Austen, you name it. History was absolutely, how could you think about human life apart from an understanding of history?
Right.
My psychology training at Swarthmore was how you can both see through illusion, how you can, a two-dimensional object on your retina, you can perceive as three-dimensional when it turns, and also how you can be a prisoner of illusion. So those are the, and I come and I find in the clinical world, language such as, mother is cold and father is distant. And I thought, what?
Right.
And it just seemed to me so reductionistic. And the methods were... I remember this thing about response set. Walter Mischel would teach this class, and he would put his hands over his eyes and he'd say, I'm thinking about something, I'm thinking really, really hard about something. You might agree with it or you might disagree with it. How many of you agree? And people would raise their hands. I will go insane. Then the thing that really got to me is that to study morality and moral development, I was interested in moral questions, it's literature and history, right? They were doing these studies of so-called pro-social behavior, and what they would do is somebody would go into Harvard Square and mimic having a heart attack to see if people would stop and help them. Or they would set up an experiment and then some hokey thing would happen. So I thought, so you, first of all, try to confuse people's sense of, whether or not to help by telling them, you're duping people, you're lying to people, you're deceiving them to study how moral they are.
Yeah.
The whole thing just didn't work for me.